Welcome back, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the first episode of Helltrail recording guitars and the miking. Well, now it comes to mixing. So we've got lots of mics recorded now, and we're going to show you what we did with all that signals and how we dealt around with it and pushed it together. And yeah, let's have a look. So, and now we got lots of tracks coming down here. So what is named as a guitar 1. This is our original recorded clean guitar. You could go for some plugins to make it sound like usually you work only in the DAW. Yeah, fine so far, but we don't want any plugins to be on the record later on. What we usually do is, before we send it out, we clean it like all the low end nobody needs there. And then, I'll just mute this one for the moment. And then we got a bus here, which goes out to the reamping channel. And you don't even need to hear that one. If you can see here, made the cursor as big as possible for everybody to see. We put that bus on another output, which goes to our reamp device. Yeah, we had that before on the other tutorial. So coming back to the guitars that we recorded. The first channel of our Fretman setup with the PR30 Heil. That's pretty nasty. And our second one, both eVoice 12L and then the Celestial speakers, ribbon, and the dynamic Heil. Okay, going back to the mixer. If you just push them, I skip this for the moment. If you just push them all the same level, it's going to sound like that. A little muddy, yes, because these mics are not in phase to each other. So we just add phase plugins to 3 of them and get this audio 3, which is our first channel as our guide channel. And set everything on and capture, and then let's run. Well, as you can hear, in-phase guitars sounds much better. Okay, then we want to make it sound more fat, more analog. Good. What we did first is we put a tape machine on this one. So, without tape. And then with tape machine in it. Just a little smoother. And we also added a console on that, our old beloved SSL G series. EQs flattened, just a little roll off here and on the top end. And don't forget to push the console hard. The SSL, the British stuff likes to get kicked. So, and this is what happens then. Okay, good so far for one guitar, but usually if we want to have 2 guitars, we do one left, one right. So if I go with all the channels on the hard left, not that bad, but if you want to widen them up, let's take the add mic. And it comes a little bit more into the middle, but still have the major signal on the straight left. So the next thing is the second guitar. It's the same guitar, it's the same amp. Usually you would take another amp also for it. And just to do quick and dirty and just to hear what's going to happen. So totally copied these channels to the second guitar, just to get a little less of that nasty sound. I would prefer the 0 degree mic, 3 dB less, and then these both guitars would sound like this. Fine so far, but don't forget the old analog days. What happens if you're sending several channels to a bus? It's a classical group, so we implant a classical console plug-in, give it a little drive. It sounds like this. Okay, let's keep the audio in the background. The next thing is what you could hear on good headphones or some speakers which can carry low end. You would recognize there's still some rumble going on. We clean the rumble. And then this classical API EQ to give the guitars a little bit more grit and a little kick on the 100 hertz. So, just without. And you've seen we did a little dip of 4 dB. I'm going to tell you in a second why we did that. So this is with the EQ. So, but this is not fat enough for the goal we're heading for. So the main guitar mics, which are totally left and right outside, we pushed on another bus number 3. This is this one, named parallel compression. Also here starts with more driven SSL bus. We also cleaned that one and put this nice funny compressor of SPL in it. It's basically meant for mastering, but as you can see, we built a wall of guitars preset here. And while playing, I will push the fader up and you will hear the difference. Well, we would recommend not to go too hard with those compressed channels, so I just switch in and out. So it's just good for adding some extra punch, some extra grit, and we just kept it a little subtle, but it will make a big difference in the mix later on. So, and another thing is we got a Guitar FX right here because we didn't record it this time, any room mics, to add some depth into the guitars. So therefore, we just compressed the signal coming in, which is this bus number 4 from the outside guitars, and then send it to several versions of short reverbs. I guess that one would do the job here, a small reverb. So let's hear what that one does. for itself, it's not that funny. But if I'll switch it in while playing. Yeah, you heard the reflections while I stopped the audio. So this is the basic thing that we did. And just to make you, give you a choice to have an idea how it sounds with the band. There's a bass guitar played straight into the computer as well, with plugins on it, and a drum kit comes out from the Toontrack drummer. And having all that together, it will sound like that. So I hope you enjoyed this one as well, and stay tuned for guitar tunings.